The NVT is getting so much attention. The finals between Allen veterans against Houston veterans. It was good entertainment for those who saw the way Houston veterans came out and the way Allen dominated them. However, we are not talking today for all the right reasons. Fans who watched this game either on YouTube looking at snippets or clips from Ohio posted on various social media are talking about the 9 out of 11 Hispanic Americans and white Americans that Allen fielded. Football has always been this competitive. Teams looking for various ways to have an edge over their opponents. For those who have taken their time to look at the bylaws of the NVT, I personally went back right up to 2019 when the bylaws were just about 5 pages, right up to current date where it is 26 pages, which means leadership of NVT has been updating bylaws. It's not written on stone. It can be updated. And there's a channel where teams go and put in grievances when there are things that needs to be changed. So today I'm frowning against members who have not read the bylaws, who don't know the laws, the rules, what guides NVT or what has been guiding NVT for the past 10 years right up to date. There is no discrimination on race, age, religion, disabilities. There is no discrimination whatever. Be you Cameroonian American, be you Hispanic American, be you white American. And the reason I say this is because some of the teams were created way back, let's say about 2010. Although not officially, but I remember when I was in Allen, Texas, where we were there, we used to be about 8-10 Cameroonians who go meet Hispanic Americans, white Americans, and we play together as a blended family. So that's what has influenced the current team today, because we have these extended relationships, because we have been influenced by our immediate environments. So as much as some people want it to be inclusive, only Cameroonians, the bylaws don't say that. So Allen veteran has not done anything to break the rules and regulations. Of course, those who think that there should be a quota can go through the right channels in order to air their grievances. I do understand fans who are looking from outside in, who don't understand, who have never seen the bylaws, who don't understand the culture of football. Because for those who have even played football back home, presidents of our various inter-quarter teams, as we used to call them, used to go look for players elsewhere in order to meet the demands of the teams. And for those who are familiar, who have played in the NVT, 7 games in 1 weekend, how feasible is that? Especially if you are Allen veterans and you don't have the numbers in your immediate community, quote unquote Cameroonians. What are you gonna do? Because remember, the objective of playing football is to keep healthy. It's not just for 1 weekend. Most of these teams practice and play 365 days in a year. So these are their blended families. And I am sure NEC, which is the National Executive of NVT, took all this into consideration before they came up with the bylaws. Of course, for those who don't think it's fair, as I said, you can go to your teams, you can channel your grievances, because after every tournament, NEC sits down with the teams and they review what went wrong, what went right, and they can redo the bylaws if they find that not favorable for everybody. As a reminder, this same question was asked last year in Minnesota, and the previous president of NVT made it clear, referred to the bylaws for everyone to see. So if you are an NVT member and you're writing a petition on a website which is not that of the NVT and you're using the NVT logo, you must take a deep look at yourself and ask yourself this question. Are you doing this because you truly care about the organization? Are you following the rules and regulations? Or are you going against bylaws that you agreed to? Freedom of speech is good, but we should not trample on our bylaws in order to have our ways.